to Inside Boxing's Throwdown. My name is Steve Johnson, co-host of Radio Martinez. Radio, I'm looking forward today. I know most of you folks are, because you know what we're going to talk about right off the bat. The circus called Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Conor McGregor. For, you know what, Radio, I still haven't got it clarified. Are Floyd's titles on the line? Are his belts on the line?
No, Floyd's been retired.
He doesn't have any belts.
Yeah, he's been retired, so that's
okay.
This is just a show.
Okay, well, that was a question someone asked me, and you know what? I said, I'm not sure. I don't know if Floyd retired with belts or whatever, but now you clarified that. So this is really just a chance for Floyd to get caught up with the IRS.
But then it wouldn't be too hard. It wouldn't be too hard. All Floyd got to do is tell the WBC, WBO, all of them, say, hey, get my title back so we can make this title. They say, okay.
You think so?
Oh yeah. They all about money. They see all that sanctioning on a $100 million fight, and they're gonna get their cut of sanctions. Oh yeah.
Well, we ain't gonna stay on this too long, but I don't see how they can do that. I mean, you got to keep Thurman being the title holder. You got how they work that, I don't know. But anyway, we don't have to worry about that. That would just make it more of a circus.
Nah.
But anyway, during this week, we had 4 press conferences. They call it the World Tour.
That's right.
Where we had started off in California, then we went up to Toronto, Canada, and then we went to UK,
London,
and then we ended back up in New York.
Yep.
So, they kind of covered the gamut, but I'll just start off with Radio. In my opinion, just a joke. I mean, it was a joke. I mean, it started off where the anticipation is what's going to happen.
But,
and all that really happened was, to me, and you probably disagree, but to me, it looked so choreographed. It was just like WWE. I mean, there's no way Floyd Mayweather would walk over to, anybody would walk over to a Mike Tyson at a press conference and said something right to his face with all hell breaking loose.
Well,
so it was obvious to me that it was all choreographed. It was great for the fans, especially from the UK and Canada. They don't have something that big happen. My understanding up in Canada, they actually were selling tickets to the press conference and actually sold it out. So as far as promotions for the fight, it went like we thought it would go, but it got ugly, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But your first impressions?
Well, you talk about it was choreographed and it was on me, and that's true. But I'm having fun with it. Not so much to where they a lot of people out there saying, well, this turned out to be a WWE, and that's not the case, man. That's not the case. What they did was they set rules, and they had to. There was a no-touch rule. Okay, and that's why Floyd and Conor both were comfortable in getting next to each other. Okay, because they can walk up to each other, they can get in each other's face, because there was a no-touch rule. Okay.
Well, that should be in every.
Well, they should. Okay. But most of the time, when you're talking about a regular fight, you're only talking about a couple of $100,000. So someone's going to bust you if you get in their face. Okay. When you're talking about millions of dollars as far as your purse, you're not going to touch them.
Yeah.
You're not going to touch them because now you're going to start being fined. $5 million here, before you know it, you done shrunk. So you're not going to touch them. You can say what you want. You're going to try to get in each other's under each other's skin, and we're going to talk about that because I think they're doing a good job of that. But anyhow, I am enjoying it, unlike other boxing fans, because the people that are hating, the people that are calling this a farce, a joke, everything else, are basically your boxing people. Okay, they're not the MMA people. MMA people are enjoying the heck out of this. Mm-hmm. And it's not the general public. It's your boxing people. It's your boxers, your ex-boxers, your coaches, your trainers, your journalists, your small-time promoters. Okay, because to tell you the truth, they don't like the fight because you got a guy coming in from it's a crossover from MMA into boxing, and he's getting this shot and he's making more money than any other boxer outside of Mayweather in this fight. I mean, he's up there making money like De La Hoya did, like Canelo did. He's up there making money, and they feel slighted because honestly, he hasn't paid his dues in boxing, and I think that's really what irks everybody up. But put that aside, and I put that aside, and I'm enjoying this show. I really am. I'm enjoying it. It's entertainment. I like what I'm hearing. I'm liking the the thing back and forth. But then, of course, I grew up in the hood. We used to have ranking sessions. You remember that, ranking sessions, where you get back and you start talking about, oh, your mama this and that, and it was awful. This is what I'm having fun with.
Well, let's back up a little bit, because you know we used to have the ranking sessions. That's for sure. You had to be able to hold your own, or either you had to put your tail in between your leg and move off. But now, talking about your mama and all that, remember that was the dozens. We called that playing the dozens, and I didn't play the dozens.
No.
And most of the cats I know didn't play the dozens.
Well, because that changed things.
That's right.
Don't talk about my mama.
That's right. That's a whole other can of worms. But let me back a little bit up when you're cracking on us boxing folks and us journalists. I don't like it, and I agree to a degree of what you said. Part of it is that I don't feel like it's slighted some people, but it has slighted people. I mean, you got a guy like Keith Thurman, who is probably one of the most popular boxers in the country, other than Andre Ward.
Okay, so let me ask you.
And wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. He's popular, and he deserves that shot at that big money like that. I mean, Keith Thurman is not going to make any fight that he has probably for the rest of his career. He wouldn't make the money that Conor McGregor is going to make from this fight. No. So why would you slight one of our own, for lack of a better term?
Well, because
for something to cross over that which well, wait a minute. When you sound like you're a Conor McGregor fan.
No, I'm a boxing fan, and I know how to set aside and enjoy the show. You talk about Keith Thurman. Why was he slighted? Keith Thurman was slighted because Keith Thurman is not going to bring in $100 million payday for him or for Floyd.
I understand that.
So that's not even in the equation. Keith Thurman don't bring that to the table. As a matter of fact, there isn't any other boxer that brings that to the table right now today.
Canelo would. Canelo would.
If they did it well, but Floyd's not going to fight Canelo.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's a slight, because there are people that he's ducking, and you don't think he's ducking Keith Thurman, but I think you would duck him for that. But the bottom line is this, Floyd is coming back for what he's already said, his legacy of 50 fights to pass Rocky Marciano. The fact that is that fight, if he wins, will be considered as his 50th win in boxing is absurd. Well, it's a slap to all the boxers. It's a slap to Marciano. I mean,
unfortunately, it has to be. Because
it needs to have an asterisk by it, because all it is an exhibition. When you come down to it, it's an exhibition.
We know that, but rules are rules, and fact is fact. And the fact is, it's being held as a real boxing contest. It's being judged, and they're going to render a decision. So, in fact, it is. He wins it, he gets 50-0. But that's the way it goes on a real record.
I know, but I have a problem with that, because we all know, first of all, it was no question that it was going to be held in Nevada. Nevada is going to make a ton of money off of this whole thing. I mean, from the whole thing, they're going to make a ton of money off it. But let me say this to you, okay? Floyd Mayweather comes up, he gets victory number 50. Needs to have an asterisk by it, okay? He's already said that this is his last fight. Al Heyman and he said he told Al Heyman and Leonard Ellerbe this is his last fight. So he's going back into retirement till he gets in IRS troubles again. Then he'll come out again and make another bunch of money. Man, it's become a joke with Floyd, and retiring and unretiring and retiring and unretiring. He's a joke.
Well, I'm not disagreeing with you. But I'm saying when opportunity presents itself, you better take it. When that door opens, you better take it. And this is not only in boxing. This is business, anything. If you have your business, when opportunity knocks, you better take it. And honestly, that's what happened. Opportunity knocked for Floyd, because he was never going to get another $100 million payday anywhere. So opportunity knocked. He jumped in it. So don't fault him for that. I mean, that's just smart. And he jumped at the opportunity. He's going to make a lot of money, maybe another $50 million to $100 million or whatever he makes, but he's going to make a ton of money, and he's going to get his 50th win, because right now, honestly, the odds are way against McGregor, and I want to talk about that.
We'll do that in a second.
I want to talk about that because we'll come back and continue the conversation on this. But the bottom line is, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, don't fault Floyd for this. This was an opportunity for him to take.
Okay, so who you fight? Who you finding fault with? Boxing fans, MMA fans, the entertainment. This is what entertainment has brought us to.
Well, it's more entertainment, and we know that. But 10 seconds, and we'll come back and continue this topic. But I'm saying that it's entertainment, but it's real. Okay, but it's real, and if for the boxing fans to let this get under their skin and say, hey, I'm not going to buy this. Don't nobody buy this. It's just absurd. And I said it before, Steve, and I'll say it again. This fight isn't for us. It isn't for us. They don't expect us to go out there and pay $100 to see it on TV. They don't expect us to fly down there and pay $78,000 for a front row seat. It's not for us.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not for us. So shut up and enjoy the fight, or shut up and go have dinner. Okay, but whatever the case is, you're not going to stop what they're doing. This has become a topic in everybody's mouth out there, regardless if they're boxing fans or if they're just fair-weather fans. Everybody has heard about this. As a matter of fact, you talk to people that don't even watch boxing or something, they know this fight is happening.
Okay,
that's who the fight. That's what they're doing. That's who they're attracting. They can care less what you and me say. Okay.
All right, hold your more thoughts for this for the second segment. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back, because in our second segment we're going to get a little too more about who's getting under whose skin, if anyone is getting under anyone's skin.
We're going to talk about some of the things that were said.
Excuse me, who's winning this war of words? We'll be right back with that.
Be back in a little bit. When we get back, Steve.